Can someone please confirm if I'm clearly audible?
Yes, sister, you're audible.
Thank you so much. Thank you, brother, for the very nice song, which is very relevant to today's Murli. So, today we are reading the Avyakt Murli of 13th January 1983, and the heading of the Murli is Only Those Who Are Spinners of the Discus of Self Realization claim a right to the fortune of the kingdom of the whole globe. So, Swadarshan Chakradhari, only they can claim the right to fortune of the kingdom of whole globe, can become Vishwa Rajya Adhikari. Do you all consider yourselves to be spinners of the discus of self realization? Only those who are spinners of the discus of self realization claim a right to become the rulers of the globe and receive the fortune of the kingdom in the future. To be a spinner of the discus of self realization means to know the different parts you play throughout the whole cycle. Do all of you know this special aspect? That throughout the whole cycle, you are special souls who play hero parts. By making your life as valuable as a diamond in this last birth, you become those who play hero parts throughout the whole cycle. Are you aware of all the births you have taken in the cycle from the beginning to the end? It is at this time that you become knowledgeable. So it's the only last birth when you become knowledgeable and you understand that what are the births you have taken into the whole cycle. And because of this valuable last birth, you also come to know, or you also become the most valuable or the hero part dhari soul in the drama. Are you aware of all the births you have taken in the cycle from the beginning from the beginning to the end? It is at this time that you become knowledgeable. It is only at this time that you can know all your births, and you can therefore now know your horoscope of 5,000 years. When anyone else tells you your horoscope, that would probably be for only 2, 4, or 6 births. However, Bap Dada has told you your horoscope for all your births, for entire cycle, for complete 5,000 years. So, all of you have become master knowledgeful, have you not? You have also shown this whole account in the pictures. It is definitely because you know this that you have shown it in the pictures. Have you seen the picture of your horoscope? When you see that picture, do you feel that that is the picture of your horoscope? Or do you just feel that it is a picture to explain the knowledge? So what perspective you have when you see this picture? Do you really feel that it is your horoscope for the entire cycle, or do you only have the feeling that this is the picture to and let the other people understand the knowledge, or just to explain them what is this knowledge? So, what do you feel when you see this picture? You have the intoxication of being special souls throughout the whole cycle, who plays parts from the beginning to the end. Do you not? You have been playing your various parts with Father Brahma, the first father, and the first mother of the world throughout the whole cycle. Have you not? So Baba is reminding us that what we have done, or from which birth we have started in this whole cycle. We started with the first father and the first mother, right from the first birth in the whole cycle. So Baba is making sure, are you sure that you have started, or not? You are those who fulfill the responsibility of love for Father Brahma throughout the whole cycle. You are not those who desire to go to the land of Nirvana, are you? What have those who haven't seen the beginning seen? So Baba is saying you're not those who have the wish or desire to go and be in the nirvana, that is liberation. But you are those soul who experience liberation in life, Jivan Mukti, right from the first birth with the first prince or with the first father of the world. What have those who haven't seen the beginning seen? All of you have seen the beautiful scenes of the beginning of the world so many times. In every kalpa, you have seen this. Do you remember very clearly that time, that kingdom, that form of yours and your life in which you are full of everything? So Baba is again asking, do you remember those times? Or is there a need to remind you of that? You now very clearly understand the importance of your birth of the beginning, that is, of your first life and your present last birth. Do you not? So, the result of this last birth is we are able to come into the cycle right from the first birth. So, Baba says you now understand what is the importance of both these your births, the first one and the last one. The praise of both is limitless, just as the difference between the first deity, Adi Dev Brahma, and the first soul, Sri Krishna, is shown, and you also show them together. In the same way, let each of you keep your Brahmin form and your deity form in front of you and see how you souls have remained elevated for the beginning to from the beginning to the end. So Baba is just comparing with Brahma Baba and Krishna, how you feel that they are one and the same, and what is the importance of the first and last birth of that soul, Brahma Baba's soul. In the same way, keep this in your mind, or keep yourself reminding that your Brahmin form and your DT form, how connected they are and how important both of them. You will then feel great intoxication and happiness. There is the speciality of the one who is creating you, and also of the one who is becoming. So there is a speciality of Shiv Baba who is creating you like a deity, and Baba said there is also speciality in you as well, the one who is becoming that deity, or who is becoming uh, the first prince, or in the with the first prince, who born with the first prince in the from the beginning of the cycle. So there is speciality in both of us, the one who is creating and the one who is becoming that. So Bap Dada is pleased to see both forms of all the children. Although you are number wise, each of you souls will become a DT soul, even if you are number wise, because it is a dynasty, so there are going to be different levels, stages. But Baba said, still, you all are going to become, or you all are DT souls. Therefore, you are coming into the first, from the first birth into the whole cycle, because you have that DT sanskar inside. Everyone believes the deities to be worthy of worship, elevated and great souls. Even if one of you, DT soul, is the last numbered soul, he is still in the list of those who become worthy of worship. So even if any soul is coming at the end of Treta Yuga in the last birth, still that soul is from the DT dynasty, from that DT clan. That is why that soul is also worthy of worship, even though it is the last one. You attain the fortune of the kingdom for half the cycle, and you then become an elevated soul who is worthy of respect and who is worshipped for half the cycle. So because of your first half births, you are worthy of worshipped for the remaining half of the cycle. Even today, you can see how people worship and believe in the images of your living Brahmin form and deity form. Can anyone be more elevated than this? Stay constantly stable in the form of this awareness. You won't then repeatedly have to make effort to climb up to the stage from down below. So, from wherever you are climbing up, you don't need to repeatedly make more efforts if you are keeping this awareness of your Brahmin form and your first deity form. No matter where all of you have come from, at this time, you are all residents of Madhuban. Therefore, all of you residents of Madhuban have easily become embodiments of remembrance. Have you not? It is a sign of great fortune to become a resident of Madhuban, because to enter the gates of Madhuban means to attain a blessing for all time. There is different praising for Madhuban because it's the highest pilgrimage. So Baba said it takes very good fortune to be able to enter into the gates of Madhuban. There is also the significance of the place. All of you are stable in the form of being residents of Madhuban who have received all blessings. Are you not? You experience the stage of being complete. Do you not? Someone who is an embodiment of the complete form would constantly dance in happiness and sing the Father's praise. Keep dancing in happiness in this way, so that those who see you also begin to dance in their minds in happiness, just as those in an audience watching others dancing physically also begin to feel like dancing themselves. So Baba just compared this mind dance with the actual physical dance. When people see someone dancing, they also feel like dancing. So Baba says, keep this experience or remind yourself of being completely, constantly dance inside with the happiness, inside your mind with the happiness. So this, your happy face will make others happy and they will also dance in their minds. They will also feel this happiness from you. Acha, you double foreign children have this special chance because you are the long lost and now found beloved children. When the population of double foreigners increases, what will you then do? Just as the children who are residents of Bharat have given you double foreigners a chance, so you too will give others a chance. Will you not? To experience your happiness in the happiness of others is to be a great donor. So it is like happiness in giving chance to others. So it's a quality of a great donor. Bap Dada now meeting Bap Dada meetings group from different countries. Meeting a group from Singapore. Bap Dada calls those from Singapore the decoration of the father. Which decoration are all of you? Are you the jewel of the forehead? A jewel of the forehead means one who constantly keeps the father in his head. So constantly keep the father in his head is that soul is the jewel of the forehead. You are such jewels of the forehead. This is called the high stage. Constantly continue to move forward whilst considering yourselves to be souls who constantly remain stable in such an elevated stage. So move forward in your Purusharth with this awareness, with this constant remaining stable stage. Those who remain stable in such an elevated stage will overcome all the things down below in such a way as though they are nothing. So they'll be able to handle all kind of situations very easily as if it's nothing. It's a simple play or simple game. The problems will remain down below, and you will go up above. Constantly remember your title of being a jewel of the forehead. Don't come down. Always remain up above. The place of the jewel of the forehead, the place of the jewel of the forehead is the forehead, that is high. You are such elevated souls. So always keep Bab Dada into your mind and be stable on that high stage. Bab Dada has selected special decorations. Constantly keep your fortune in your awareness and continue to move forward. Always be in that awareness how fortunate I am and move ahead. Continue to fly in the flying stage and make others fly. The confluence age is the age for flying and making others fly. This time has received this blessing. So, this time has itself received the blessing of flying and making others fly. Bap Dada meeting a group from Africa. You are souls who are constantly loving and cooperative. Because of having love and being cooperative, you have become imperishable jewels. So the Singapores are jewel of the forehead, and the children from Africa are imperishable jewels. The Eternal Father has made you into imperishable jewels, equal to Himself. Bap Saman. You are such imperishable jewels that no one can shake you in any way. Stable. No, they can't be shaken. You are the imperishable jewels who have received the blessing of being immortal. You are real gold. Wah. Are you not? You are the Father's companion, the real gold. Whatever the Father's task is, it is your task. You will constantly remain together because Baba said you are cooperative right from the beginning. So, whatever is task of Father is your task. So, you will constantly remain together, and this is why you will remain imperishable. True love finishes all obstacles. No matter how many obstructions come, with one faith and one support, you have continued to receive success and you will continue to receive it because of your full faith into Bab Dada. You will be able to remove all the obstacles and, and become successful. Do you continue to experience this? When the Almighty Authority Father is with you, all those little things finish in such a way as though they are nothing. Even the impossible becomes possible because you have become the children of the Almighty Authority. Everything works out as easily as pulling hair out of butter. Hmm. Do you consider yourself to be such elevated Master Almighty? Because you are always with the Almighty Authority, Baba says you are able to remove all the obstacles very easily as if it's just nothing. So, do you remember or do you consider yourself to be such elevated masters? You don't have any weakness, do you? The Father is the Almighty Authority, and the Father places the children even ahead of Him. Constantly think of how elevated the Father has made you, and of all the things He has given you, and you will remain constantly happy and powerful. So constantly think and have this thought that you have become elevated because of the Father and whatever He has given you, all the powers, all Shakti, all the wealth that Baba has given of powers and values and everything, and constantly remain happy and powerful with that remembrance. Bap Dada meeting a group from Trinidad and Guyana. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be souls who are full of all virtues and powers equal to the Father? You are constantly the children of the Father, are you not? So, Baba is trying to make it uh, fix or permanent into our head that you are constant children because sometimes we forget, we tend to forget, or we get drifted from Baba to a few other things or the problems or even some sakar or some materialistic things. So Baba is trying to fix this once and for all, that remain constantly with Father, that you are combined with the Father. So always try to be in that awareness. You are constantly the children of the Father, are you not? Since you are constantly the children, you should also constantly be embodiment of dharana, equal to the Father. Ask yourself if you are constantly a soul who is worthy of the Father's inheritance. A righteous soul never forgets his rights. Since you want to attain a kingdom for all time, you must also have remembrance all the time. Because everyone says that I want to come into the kingdom from the first birth. So if you want all the kingdom, you have to be with Baba for all the time, or you have to remember for all the time. You have maintained courage, remained fearless, and continued to move forward. And this is why you have continued to receive help. With the speciality of courage, you receive everyone's cooperation. So, what is the speciality of these souls? Courage. And because of courage, Baba says you get the cooperation from everywhere and from everyone. Because of this specialty, many other specialities automatically come. You take one step forward and claim a right to receive the cooperation of many steps. एक कदम हिम्मत का, हजार कदम मदद बाप से. So with one step of courage, you get help of 1,000 steps. Therefore, donate to others and give them the blessing of this speciality and help them to move forward, just as a tree becomes fruitful when it receives water. So too, by using your specialties for service, you become fruitful. Therefore, use such specialties for service and continue to attain fruit. Acha, Bap Dada meeting a group from Mauritius. Do you constantly consider yourself to be souls who are great donors and bestowers of the blessing, equal to the Father? Bap Dada is happy to see souls who are teachers and instrument servers, equal to himself. Do you first of all constantly consider yourselves to be equal to the Father and embodiments that are complete with everything? Because you are equal to the Father, which means you are the embodiments that are complete with everything. So you have all the powers, you don't need anything, but now you are full, so you can give it to others. You can become the bestowers of blessing for others. Baba is asking, do you consider yourself like that? Because if server themselves are not complete, what would become of others? You heard, you experienced, and you received a golden chance to become a server equal to the Father. Therefore, what greater fortune could there be than this? This is your greater fortune, that you are equal to the Father, and equal to the Father in what aspect? Bestowers of the blessing for others. Therefore, what greater fortune could there be than this? Constantly continue to increase this fortune that you have attained. Acha, Om Shanti. Now we will take 2 minutes of silence and we'll revise the Murli, and then we will share our points of takeaway. What will be the takeaway points, or any queries or anything that we would like to discuss? We will continue with that. Thank you and Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Yes. Who would like to share their thoughts first? To be constantly aware of self realization, or to become, or to be in that stage forever, and you will be able to claim your right of kingdom of the whole globe. Vishwarajya Adhikari. You will be able to become that. So Baba is trying to realize us. Yes.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister.
Main kaun, main kaun, main kaun. I think it has really robbed mankind. Main kaun, and there were so many things given to us. You were this, you were a snake, you were a crocodile, you were this. There were so many kinds of stories from Upanishads and all were given to us to what we were and what we have become and what we are going to become. But over here, when Baba's, so this self realization is just, it's like stripping all the, I sit over there in yoga and I strip. Okay, I am a Brahmin. Then I remove that layer of personality. Then I go another one. Then I go another one. So it's just a thing sometimes I feel for self realization. Sometimes they say, of course, it leads to moksha. But for me, it is just to understand who I was, who I am, and what I have to become. But I love this one line which Baba has said when he came to the second paragraph. He gave the difference between Adi Dev Brahma and the first soul Krishna. I think that's a beautiful thing if we just put in front. Even though people who came early, some of them saw Krishna and Brahma Baba, and that's all. They saw Krishna and then they came. But for me, if I take it, I sit over here when suppose to understand or to really play this, spin this cycle well, I sit here. I am a point of light. Another comparison, I am a divine soul. Just see, I see the contrast. What I was just a point of light. Then I am a divine soul. Then the place. I am in Paramdham. Then here I am in golden palaces. Then over there, I'm in front of Shiv Baba. And over there, I'm in front of my own fortune, people and all around me. I think this is what I enjoy, especially when Baba, even when Baba after the Murli, when he runs through this deity form and incorporeal form, it's nice. I think for me, it's just like a visualization of the personality of myself. And I just strictly do it because Bap Dada has said, do it at least 8 times a day. What benefit I'm going to get, that I think I leave it to Baba. But I love to just do comparison. I give you one example. Then from there, oh nicely, I am a deity. I am Durga. I am Ganesha. That contrast again. And again the contrast from Durga to what I am now. No Durga, no this, but I'm just selected by the Lord. And then I become light. I think this way, if we spin the cycle from one to one, then one to one, it'll be like a nice film running in front of us. The result, I think, I leave it to Bapdada because he has given me this toy. He has told me to play with this toy. And he has told me, once you know what is my con, you will reach me very clearly. I think that's how I take the SDR, the spinner of the discus, to be. Om Shanti.
Very true. Very nicely put in, sister. Thank you so much. Yes. Anyone else?
On Shanti sister, good morning.
Om Shanti,
Baba,
brother.
as we speak to the other people from the other country, Baba students from other country, we as Indians or we coming on after coming to Gyan, we have realized we are also kind of foreigners here. So the points to them also could be taken for us. So I would like to take this point. Baba says the point on the forehead is the highest point. And the second point being unshakable and immovable, particularly to the South African group, Baba was saying this. So I would like to take these few words, unshakable, immovable, and that the highest point on the forehead is the seat of the soul. That's where always higher. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Brother Om Shanti. I remember one thing when we were just while even in the beginning when the heading I heard read the heading 2 or 3 days before I was watching one class of Gopi sister, and she gave very nice exercise in that class that you sit in your current form. First of all, you need to sit into your soul consciousness, into meditation, and emerge your complete form, the DT form, in front of your eyes. The way Brahma Baba was doing when Brahma Baba saw, or when uh, the person who was going into trance initially, that sister told first time to Brahma Baba that there is another Brahma sitting into the subtle world. He is just like you, I mean, face and everything, but he's too much bright and light, and different light is coming from that Brahma. So first time when Brahma Baba heard this, he was also a bit surprised, and then he started comparing himself with that Brahma and started Purusharth in that way. In the same way, sister said that everyone is DT, that therefore we are here. So we all have those sanskar that form inside, which is merged in our own selves. So we need to sit into meditation and immerse that form. The way the word she used, it was very nice. It is Hindi word. I don't remember the exact English word for it, but she said, जैसे हम बाबा को आह्वान करके बुलाते हैं, मधुबन में जब बाबा आते हैं, the way we call Bab Dada, in the same way, you need to immerse that form in front of you. And how you're going to do this exercise? Sit in one chair, keep another khali chair in front of you, and when that form emerges in front of your eyes, then she gave few questions how you are going to discuss or how you are going to talk to that form, which is the complete form of yourself, the future form of yourself, and ask questions to that form, that how you have become this, or what are your expectations for me to reach to that stage, or what are the things that are not allowing me to reach there. So just ask such questions, ask one question, then sit into that chair, becoming that form into soul consciousness, of course, not through just your mind, but into complete soul consciousness stage. And then you will really get the answers from your complete form that you're going to become into the future. So you can immerse that form. So this is just like we're talking about spinning the discus of Swardarshan Chakra. This exercise will also help in that way. It was very nice exercise. She showed how to do it. So I just remember that this can also be done, or we can, we can go forward in our own purusharth with this platform, or through this practice as well. So it was very nice, something new, not exactly new, but something that we have stopped thinking about, or because we all heard that Brahma Baba was doing this kind of purusharth, but we never thought of doing same thing, or not just the farishta, the angelic form, but the complete form of yourself, which is already into yourself inside. Just need to immerse that form. So it's a nice practice that we can try. Yes. Who else want to share their thoughts?
Om Shanti. So
Yes, brother.
yeah, so Baba says this is the only time that we'll get to know the whole horoscope for 5,000 years, and from the time that we have started and then towards the end. So even in Laukik also people are interested to understand their horoscope. Even in our place, I've seen when there is any function in a temple or any big function happening around the place, then many people, the astrologers, those people who look at your palm and then reveal all the secrets, what you were before and what you are going to become. So many
Yes.
people are interested knowing that, and there is a big queue always. And people, those who are good at narrating and relating in a very sweet way, right? They are in high demand always. So So this really says that how much people are interested knowing that. And here, Baba, when Baba says it, right? So Baba is also saying the same thing, right? In this self-realization, so Sudarsana Chakra, the whole 5,000 years, the complete journey. So now, once we hear that from Baba, it's we get the whole horoscope of 5,000 years, the whole complete journey of 84 births, which is actually good to know. And then I'm sure at least for the Brahmin soul will not have the desire to go and sit in front of any astrologer and then understand their horoscope. How will that be? Right. So, and it was quite intoxicating when Baba said that the part that we play with the father, right, the first, and we have been playing different parts with Father Brahma, right, the first father, and then with the mother throughout the whole cycle, and just the play. I mean, the roles changes from one to the other, from that to the other. And Baba also highlighted that people, I mean, we don't have the desire to go to the nirvana, the land of nirvana, wherein our desire is different, right, to rule the kingdom. So, yeah, so thank you, Om Shanti.
Thank you for sharing this, brother. Yes. Anyone else?
But Yogita Ben, why should we emerge ourselves? That when Baba had explained in the Murli. See, suppose I ask you, who are you? You'll say, I'm a soul. But that container in which you're saying your soul is not you, then who are you? So it is just to trace each of these forms had some special samskars, the deity samskars, the Devi samskars, the worship worthy samskars, and then the samskars which we got from Bab Dada, and then the Farishta samskars. So in order to just collect those virtues and all, you were giving an experience of Gopi sister. The same way when we used to do another kind, a musical chair of 5 musical chairs. So,
Oh.
and only the first line of every form, Jyoti, deity, divine, deity. But the fourth form, no, as a Brahmin, was something very different. It didn't give proper. It was just like a Brahmin form and Farishta. So they used to focus light on the first, and then the remaining was all dark. And then from there, slowly the deity form used to go in the dark and the next light. So even that way, we used to practice these 5 forms. But it is just a mental drill. It is
Right.
just a mental drill. There is nothing over here. Because we have been hearing for 63 births of what we were through these astrologers and all, Baba wanted to clear our log, our log, mind log. I think it was just given to clear our mind log and to give us a clear picture. And everyone cannot have this form. It all depends. 84 Janam means, if I came only in the Dwapar Yug, first form, second form, the chair, I can never sit. So still Baba says, no, you are my 84 Janam. No, you must take the 5 forms. I think that's a kind of a mental drill. Om Shanti.
Yeah, that's true. And somewhat it is also correct because just of course not from Dwapar, we all must have been from Satyug only. That's why we are here in front of Baba. But yes, even in the Satyug, how many births we have taken, that is different. But the main intention of Bab Dada is to immerse your sanskar because you have it inside. It's not that you are getting it from somewhere, but it is just merged. Just like the way he reminded us that you are the soul, and not just reminded, he gave us the power in first when we came initially. He also gave the power to experience that because the thought, the sanskar, that trait is already there inside, just need to emerge, it need to work more and more, so it will become activate. That's what these kind of drills helps. And Babdala always have 2 minutes, 3 minutes drills into when Baba comes into, I mean, when we had these Murlis live happening into Madhuban, Babdada always give us the practice of such drills. So it is just to trigger that you already have, just need to activate it. It's a very nice way. We can do it in that way as well. The way you said, these are just practices for us to work hard on our purusharth. And because yes, we tend to get forget sometimes, so that is the reason after 80 years we are still learning the first chapter. But yes, the first chapter is the last chapter. Once we are complete soul conscious, then we have achieved everything, and that is why it is the I would not say difficult one, but it is something that needs everyday practice. Sometimes sometimes we feel what is in the, I mean, there are few Brahmins, or there could be, I mean, it could be me as well. It must have been happened with few of us that there is nothing new in the Murli. Every day Baba says, because few things are constant in every Murli, whether it's Sakar or a Vyakt Murli. So because we are not exploring all these things, because there are really too many things to explore, to experience, but because we are not able to do for whatever reason, sometimes we feel that there is nothing new in the Murli. It's always same remembrance and few points for dharana, few points from Satyug and all that. But it's not like that. That's the reason when Dadi Janki ji started few months late from their original batch, and she just asked how to gallop that, and she started reading Murli 13 times a day, and every time she was getting something new point. So it's just perception, or the way we look at this. The more we do this, the more we practice such things, we will be able to attain what Baba wants us to. Yes. Anyone else? Any other thought? Any other sharing? Or let me see if we have anything to chat. Sparkle the light, divine form. Okay. Okay, these are the points that Girijaban shared. Yes. Anyone else would like to share anything?
One question, Yogita Ben. Can
Mhm.
spinning, is it equal to remembrance? Is it equal to volcanic or any remembrance?
Yes, it can. It can be, I guess, because uh, when we are spinning, I mean, when we are in that remembrance, first of all, we get this knowledge from Bab Dada. So first of all, we are not wasting our energy in something unnecessary things. So we are saving ourselves of the energy first. And because the knowledge is given by Bab Dada, so anything that we are doing related to those things in remembrance or into actions, it is definitely going to be considered as a remembrance, because we are doing this because we get this knowledge from Baba. This is what I feel, but if anyone have any other thought, they can also share. But yes, it is at least saving other kind of leakages of the energy, thought process, or wasteful thoughts. We're not doing that, so it is definitely getting count. But yes, as remembrance of Baba, it is a bit something that we can talk about. Or if anyone have any other thought, please share that, because I feel it is not completely equal to, but it is because Baba gave his knowledge. That's why we are able to spin the cycle, spin that discus. So somewhat it is connected. But if any other thought or
Yeah, I think the one way to look at this is remembrance has its different levels. Okay, so
Mhm,
um, the spinning, we know that it will burn your karmic accounts. Spinning the chakra will burn your karmic accounts. That's one thing. And the moment you the moment you remember any piece of knowledge that is given by Baba, you are remembering Baba in another way. actually. So eventually it is also going to remembrance. But like I said, remembrance has different levels. So we know that the powerful remembrance that Baba would like us to practice is seeing ourselves as soul and then remembering Baba in Parandam, right? That the Jwala Surup. The whole practice, the chakra is actually the knowledge, right? Baba says knowledge, having complete awareness about how the journey of a soul is going through it complete. And of course, when Baba gives it, we are ultimately remembering Baba. And that's my thought on that, Shanti.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay, anything else? If we don't have, then we can start spinning our discus for 2 minutes and into the silence, of course, and then we will wrap up for the day. Okay, let's meditate now for 2 minutes. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Yogi Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, you all have a wonderful day ahead. Om Shanti.